Hello and welcome to High Five Resale Shop. My name is Derek, and on this channel is dedicated to showing people what they can sell on eBay for a profit. I'm a full-time reseller. I've been full-time reselling for a year now. When I quit my job 2 Decembers ago, I started off with a store that was already running with 1,200 listings. They were several years old, and I've changed that now to I have, let me see here, over 4,000 listings. That doesn't mean a whole lot, but they are new within the year of putting them up, and they are current listings that are producing results for the most part. We had a 3-day weekend with President's Day, so we had 3 days of orders and about a half of another day with Friday. So if they order something on Friday, if people order something on Friday, I don't have to ship it out until Tuesday. So we had Saturday, Sunday, and Monday worth of orders. We have 26 orders to pack up and ship today. I'm going to show you the 26 things that sold over the course of those days and let you know what they sold for. And we'll talk about any number of things in the middle of that. This is my office where I do most of my listing at. My computers are right in front of me, and behind me is where I take photos. And over here, this is Tom. And this right here, this is Giselle. And I've had those mannequins probably for 12 years, something like that, 11 years maybe. We bought them at what was that store called? Was a beach themed like mall store. I can't remember the name. My wife would be able to tell me if she was here. But we went in there and bought all kind of fixtures and stuff. I think we bought both of these mannequins for $100 together. And I've always liked putting my clothes on mannequins. Not everybody does that. A lot of people lay them out on something and take pictures with them. But I really like letting the customer see what it looks like when it drapes on the person. So I've always used a mannequin. Now, it doesn't work all the time. This hockey jersey or hockey sweater right here is a 5X. And Tom over here, he's a large, maybe, medium to large. And this Giselle model, she's a 2. So when you try and put a 3X or a 4X item on her, it just doesn't look right. I've tried to put some bulk underneath her, around with bubble wrap and stuff, and it just doesn't come out right. I really think I'm going to buy a plus size mannequin sooner or later for the women's stuff. And but that is not in the future right now. It probably cost somewhere around $150 for a mannequin for that. So we just don't make that much off of extra large clothes. I mean, we're talking like 3X and 4X clothes. So we do have some in our store, but I just don't think that it gives an accurate perception of what that shirt or pair of pants looks like. So anyway, that's something I want to add to my store sooner or later as a plus size mannequin. I had one, it just didn't work the way I wanted it to work. So I'm going to try and find one of these kind, which are like resin mannequins. Let's go through the stuff that's sold. So we are starting at the last thing that sold this morning. Well, the first thing that sold this morning, the last thing to sell. So it's an audio CD by Mary Higgins Clark, Pretend You Don't See Her. And that sold for a whopping $2.75 plus shipping. I'm getting to the point where the $2.75 stuff isn't like exciting me anymore, and I might pull some of that stuff down to get rid of it in other ways. I do make maybe $1.50 off of that after fees and the packaging that it takes to ship it out, and I am not better than making $1.50 because I have hundreds of these audio CDs, and I don't know if there's a better way to get rid of them. But maybe a garage sale, maybe a $1 garage sale, I'd be able to get rid of them and not waste as much of my time packing them up. But it is not above me to sell something for $1.50, even though it takes my time to ship it. Maybe I'll get to that point a little bit later, that I need to up my average sale price. But for right now, I'm okay with it. I think there'll come a time in the future when I'm going to have to stop doing that and put a cap on where I draw my line. Where this is at is, it kind of bugs me sometimes, and other days it doesn't bug me quite as much. But moving on, the next CD that sold is this Hymn Razorblade Romance CD. This sold for $6 plus shipping on top. I like the media because you know exactly what it's going to ship for. If it's under a pound, it's $4.13 wherever it's going. So you already can build that into the price that you're putting up on eBay. So you know that a CD has to if you put it up for $3, it's going to be $7.13 to get it shipped to the person. So you know what you have to look for in order to put it up online. So at least it's consistent. Like if the prices for shipping were all over the place, then it might not be as attractive. The next item that sold was a Boyd's Bear, and I'm not going to open this up, but it's Dean Newberger, 3 Bears and Bulls. He's like a stock trader, but there's a picture of him right there. That sold for $4 plus shipping. The next item is Casey Musgraves Golden Hour. It's new in packaging, and it's got a crack in the jewel case. I don't know if I necessarily told the person that in the listing, but what I'll do is I'll send them an extra jewel case that's in really good condition, so if they want to swap it out, they can. With the price that it's at, I didn't feel the need to go there with all that information. It sold for $3.50 plus shipping. The next item is the Supreme Al Green. So this sold for $2.75 plus shipping. Let's Stay Together on here. Love and Happiness is on here. What a Wonderful Thing Love is on here. Sha La La, that's on here. Great CD. Great musical artist, right? So, The Greatest Hits, Supreme Al Green. Sold for $2.75 plus shipping. The next item is Nikki Lane, All or Nothing, another CD. This one is also used. This sold for $3.50 plus shipping. I've not heard of Nikki Lane, so I don't know if that's indie, pop rock, or country. The next item is another CD, lots of CDs. Grace Potter and the Nocturnals, The Lion, the Beast, and the Beat. I've not heard of Grace Potter either. $3.50 plus shipping. I don't think it had any multiples. I think these are all going to separate people. The next item was a cool sale. It is the Star Wars Premier Attack of the Clones card game. Wizards of West Coast made it. This is like a pack that you would get at the store, and it's got the display that goes with it, and then it's got all the cards, game thing. One of them is open, the others are sealed. The one that's open has everything in it, and I thought this would sell faster, but I've had it a little bit. I got it way before the winter started, and I thought it would sell at Christmas time, but it didn't. That sold for $25.75 plus shipping on top, and it looks like they paid quite a bit in shipping. Let's see if it's a international. It is not. It's just going to Texas, so they paid $14 in shipping as well. Okay, so the next item is a pretty good CD. The Neighborhood, I Love You. It's got Sweater Weather on there. I know that, and that's a really good song. I might have to download that to my computer before I ship it out. That is used. $4 plus shipping on top there. The next is a piece of clothing, and my clothing is picked back up because I did a bunch of clothing last week. And when you start listing in categories, those categories tend to sell. So I'm consistently trying to put up CDs to make sure that they sell. But then you have to actually, like on another day, you have to put up some shirts or pants or something like that so your clothes sell. And then maybe on a third day in the week, you put up some books and stuff, because I think the majority of the things that I sell are clothing for women, so I have to make sure I put up some women's clothing. And then CDs. So I got a lot of CDs now. Audiobooks, which all I can do is go back and revamp some listings. I don't have any more to put up, so I really can't do anything with that other than check into them and make sure they're at the right price. So those things, and books. So I don't know why I'm drawn to media. I like books and CDs because they're fairly easy to put up if they have a barcode. If the book has an ISBN number, that makes it easy to put it up. When they don't have one, it's also fairly easy to put up. You just have to take pictures of it. But I really like music, so it's easier for me to put up music because I like it and I like to see new things and stuff like that. And the clothes, I just fell into the women's clothes thing. So I will get back into the men's clothes side of it. I just have to get through some of this women's clothes that I have backstocked. So anyway, this cami tank top, this sold, it's Exhilaration, it's extra small, probably not the best sizes to get, but this sold for $7 plus shipping on top. The next CD is The Temptations, The Ultimate Collection. This has just front to back amazing songs. The way you do the things you do, My Girl, It's Growing, Since I Lost My Baby, Don't Look Back, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, I'm Losing You, You're My Everything. Let's see, I Can't Get Next to You, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, Treat Her Like a Lady. Just that is awesome. Greatest hits. I mean, if you have that many greatest hits, you're an amazing group. So the Temptations Ultimate Collection sold for $3 plus shipping on top. The next one, I don't really know anything about Alter Bridge. Alter Bridge, live at the O2 Arena and Rarities. So this is a 3-disc set. It's got live at the O2 Arena, disc 1 and disc 2, and then a disc 3, which has B-sides and rarities. This sold for $8 plus shipping on top. So there's a pretty good CD sale right there for a 3 CD set. The next item is antique Thomas Edison battery oil glass jar bottle. So this, you probably can't see the writing on it, but it is an antique glass bottle. This sold for $7 plus shipping on top. That is from a consignment sale. The next item from the same consignment sale is this Robert Rakey's Bear from 1986. So Cecil D. Bear, I guess. So he's a director. Those Rakey's Bears wouldn't be bad to pick up at a garage sale if you could get them for $1 or $2. I highly doubt that somebody's going to give you that for $1 or $2 at a garage sale, unless they just don't care about it anymore. It was somebody else's and they really don't care about it. It's a pretty substantial sized bear. That one sold for $15 plus shipping. They have like a wood face, and then the rest of it's plush. I think the arms and legs are articulating. The next item is a sweater, and this is a 3X. So, like I said, the pictures of this online aren't the greatest, but it shows you what it might look like. So it's a V-neck blue Cherokee sweater, pullover. This sold for $14 plus shipping. So that was a decent sale in terms of clothes. The next item was a CD. Okay, Jonathan Pine, In Spite of Ourselves. This is new and sealed. It sold for $13.60 plus shipping. And the computer tells me it was sold via promoted listings. So somebody saw this online somewhere in a photo, and then they came to eBay and purchased it. The next item is Texas Outlaws Compadre. There you go. This sold for $5 plus shipping on top. Never heard of that. The next item is Tomahawk Toxic. Well, that's probably why. Did it? Tonic Immobility. So Tomahawk Tonic Immobility. So there. I have not heard of that. That's new. That was $13.60 plus shipping. Also sold via promoted listing. The next one is No Doubt, the singles. Basically the greatest hits of No Doubt. Just a Girl, It's My Life, Hey Baby, Sunday Morning, Hella Good, Excuse Me Mr., Spiderwebs, Don't Speak. That's a pretty good album right there. That sold for $3 plus shipping on top. The next one, this is a great band name. I've never heard of these guys before. Sold for $2.75, but it's the Flying Burrito Brothers, and it's the best of the Flying Burrito Brothers. So I wonder what their greatest hit was. I've never even heard of these guys. I might look up the Flying Burrito Brothers and see if I've ever heard anything from them before. Okay, that sold for $2.75 plus shipping. I'm sorry if I'm out of frame. The next thing is the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. More Great Dirt, it's called. This sold for $5 plus shipping on top. Fishing in the Dark is on here. I don't think I know anything else but that on there. So that sold for $5 plus shipping on top. The next item is a book, Sesame Street Songbook. It's got the musical notes to it, to the songs. So it's got a bunch of different songs in here. One of these things is not like the other, was one I just saw. So that sold for $10 plus shipping on top. Pretty cool. The next album, or the next item that sold, was a Stryper album, The Covering. So this sold for $7.50 plus shipping on top. The next item was magazine. So this ESPN Super Bowl 52, 62. I don't remember these numbers, but this was last year's Chiefs championship yearbook from 2023. It sold for $27.20. That's a good sale right there. I must have missed this. I thought it sold, but I must be wrong. Okay. So the next thing is the shoes. So we sold these shoes, brand new in the box. Shoes. Okay, so these Coach Wesleyan Jacquard black charcoal 8.5B. So we had these shoes from the estate sale closet. They're in perfect condition. Never been worn. I mean, I didn't do anything to the bottom of these shoes. And it's like a felt kind of product. I mean, they may have worn them in the house for a second, but there is absolutely no wear on this. And they're in super condition. So those, somebody sent an offer on those, and we sold those for $72.50. I think I had them up for $100. But I think Tekken Sports said it. It's good to get some of the money some of the time than all of the money none of the time. So somebody made an offer, it was decent, move on to the next widget, right? Because these are all these things, these are not items that are mine, they're just ways for me to make money. And then the last thing that we have today is a little Thai Beanie Baby pink flamingo named Avery, and she sold for $8 plus shipping on top. And so she's gonna go to a new home. So that's that. And that is everything that we sold over the course of the President's Day weekend. Our days, like Thursday was really good. Friday was okay. Was, where we want it to be. Saturday was half of what we wanted it to be. And then Sunday was back up to being really good. And then Monday almost hit the threshold where we like to be, which is at $100. I like to be over $100 because we know there's going to be a bunch of shipping costs and stuff. But 100, I'll take 100, And so we were there. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to mention. So that's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. You can comment down below, subscribe, like, share with your friends. If you know somebody who's a reseller who might get something out of this, let them know. And if you're a reseller, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, on what we talked about today. And if you have any questions, put them down below in the comments and I'll try and answer them. And that's it for now from Hi-Fi Reseller Shop. We'll see you next time. Bye.